26. We congratulate Sean on this impressive accomplishment at the county level and wish him continued success as he advances to the next level of competition. This is Sean.
Let's come up for a photo.
Bring your parents up, Sean. Put you on the spot and ask you to spell something. Yeah, he's really good at it.
Don't be cute and ask him to spell words. He'll know them.
I was just coming up to join him.
Absolutely, come on. And Dad, if you give Mr., we'll take the picture for him if he gives John Foley the phone.
I listen to you. Yeah.
I get it.
I stay right there.
Great. Congratulations.
Good luck. Happy days. It's coming up fast, right? He's got to go back and study some more words tonight.
He's ready, he's prepared.
Awesome. Okay, we'll welcome Mr. Walker for our Employees, Teachers, and Rookies of the Year presenter.
Good evening, board. Can everyone hear me okay? All right, perfect. So tonight we have the honor to spotlight our various rookie teachers of the year, employees of the year, and our wonderful admin of the year. So for those of you that are in attendance, as you hear your names, please go ahead and head up to the front. Once we've called everyone's names, we'll do a group photo, and it'll be wonderful. So way to go, guys. It's a tremendous accomplishment. And I know this is probably the third or fourth time that you guys have been spotlighted and brought up and cheered, but it's never too many times. So thank you all for your wonderful contributions.
And we want to thank their principals and their directors and supervisors for being here as well. Sorry, you won't be in the picture, but we appreciate you guys too. Okay? All right, Mr. Walker.
All righty. So from Bunnell Elementary School, we have Amanda Jamola. From Belterre Elementary School, we have Alyssa Langan. From Buddy Taylor Middle School, we have Shania Mobley. From Flagler Palm Coast High School, we have Miss Madison Mead. From Flagler, we have Miss Julia Williamson. From Indian Trails Middle School, we have Zariah Hare. From Matanzas High School, we have Dr. Saeed Hamid Mohammed. From Old Kings Elementary School, we have Miss Mackenzie Fulling. From Rimfire Elementary School, we have Miss Michelle LaQuie. And from Wadsworth Elementary School, we have Miss Kendall Mulligan. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and transition to our Teachers of the Year. From Bunnell Elementary School, we have Miss Haley Marino. From Belterre Elementary School, we have Miss Michelle Moore, who is our district winner for Teacher of the Year. For Buddy Taylor Middle School, we have Miss Kathy Fish. From FPC, we have Mr. Alex Giorgiani. From Flagler Technical College, we have Miss Adrienne Harvey. From Flagler, we have Mr. Duran Brown. From Indian Trails Middle School, we have Miss Shannon Russell. From Matanzas High School, we have Miss Erin Davis. From Old Kings Elementary, we have Miss Tressa Landy. From Rimfire Elementary, we have Haley Gurley. Representing Student Services, we have Miss Michelle Yorio. And from Wadsworth Elementary, we have Miss Emily Creel. All right. So for our Employees of the Year, representing Human Resources and the GSB, we have Miss Heather Morin. From Custodial Services, we have Miss Tatiana Rodriguez. From Food Services, we have Mr. Lance Lee. From Plant Services, we have Miss Tammy Chen. From Transportation, we have Miss Tammy Jones. From Technology, we have Mr. Mike Payne. From Bunnell Elementary School, we have Kathy McCoy. From Belterre Elementary School, we have Miss Ashley Ramirez. From Buddy Taylor Middle School, we have Miss Jerry Thayer. From FPC, our district winner, Mr. Calvin Grant. From FTC, we have Miss Skyla Adeo. From Flagler, we have Miss Tahira Lee. From Indian Trails Middle School, we have Miss Claudia Karsten. From Matanzas High School, we have Miss Paula Texera. From Old Kings Elementary, we have Miss Mary Jansen. From Rimfire Elementary, we have Miss Nicole Castello. From Wadsworth Elementary, we have Miss Abby Perez. All right. All right, at this point, I'd like to highlight our Assistant Principal of the Year, Miss Abra Say. And our Principal of the Year, Mr. Bobby Bosserdette. If we can, as we get ready for our photo, if we can all just give one more round of applause for our district winners. Thank you all.
I know.
Bring everybody together.
Let me just push these chairs. Just squeeze on up.
Have a big group. I'm excellent. 1, 2, 3, smiles, eyes open. Congratulations, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, King.
We cannot recognize them enough times. So thank you so much to our amazing, amazing educators, our districts, rookies, employees, and teachers of the year, and of course, our amazing principal and assistant principal of the year. We appreciate you guys, and we hope you have a good night.
Thank you.
Right. Not too shabby for all of that.
Give them a minute.
You don't want to hang out with us?
Just us.
Okay. All right, we'll move on to 4.01 to 4.03. I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes from January 13th.
Move approval?
Second.
Moved by Mr. Furry, second by Ms. Ramirez. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? None. The motion carries. Okay, do we have any additions or changes to the agenda?
Yes, and I made this announcement earlier, and I do want to apologize, but item 19.01 was added in error, and so we are pulling that. It was workshop this afternoon and will come back, and so I do apologize for that. That was an error of that being added. That is School Board Policy 0141.01.
Thank you. And moving on to finance consent, 7.01 through 7.
Adopt the agenda.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I get a motion to adopt the agenda?
Move approval?
Second.
Moved by Mr. Furry, second by Ms. Ramirez. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The motion carries. Okay, do we have anybody for public comment?
Yes, we do. We have Mr. Ron Long for agenda items 12.01 and 16.01.
Good evening, Madam Chair, board members, Superintendent Moore. My name is Ron Long, and tonight I'd like to cover two important topics. First, the Career Source Partnership, and second, the Developer Mitigation Agreement. Starting with the Career Source, I want to be very clear that I support this collaboration. Workforce development, career readiness, and job placement are crucial, and partnerships like this can be a real win for students and the community. With that said, I have concerns about the Memorandum of Understanding as it's currently written. While it lists many services and good intentions, it lacks clear, measurable, or accountable benchmarks tied to the use of the district's facilities. In other words, we describe what CareerSource may do, but we don't define how much, how often, or what measurable results. For example, there are no minimum numbers of students to be served, no job placement targets, and no reporting requirements showing outcomes like employment, internship, or retention. Even the marketing section estimates dollar values are assigned, but there is no verification of delivery or impact. When public facilities are provided at no cost, it's reasonable and responsible to expect measurable outcomes in return. This isn't about distrust, this is about stewardship. Adding simple performance metrics, annual reporting, or service benchmarks would protect the district, improve transparency, and ensure we are getting a real value while supporting CareerSource's mission. Good partnership doesn't fear accountability, it's strengthened by it. The second topic is the Developer Mitigation Agreement. I want to be clear up front on this one as well. This agreement is lawful, and I understand that these mitigation structures exist under Florida law. My concern is not the legality, it's the long-term financial impact. Under the agreement, the developer pays a fixed mitigation amount of $119,900 based on today's impact fees. That payment is converted into vouchers that lock in unit capacity at today's prices. And even if construction costs rise, at a conservative construction inflation rate of about 5%, the real cost of delivering the same school capacity 5 years from now raises to over $33,000. A 7% increase, which we have seen in the past, would exceed a gap of almost $50,000. This difference is not theoretical. It represents a real loss of future purchasing power borne entirely by the school district and ultimately by future taxpayers and students. I'm not suggesting that we reject this agreement, but I do ask that the board acknowledge the structural cost shift it creates and consider whether future agreements should include tools that protect school capacity from multi-year inflation. Invisible costs are one of the hardest things to manage. Thank you for your time.
Okay, do we have any other public comments?
We have no further public comments.
Okay, we'll move on to finance consent 7.01 to 7.07. Can I get a motion to approve this?
Move approval.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Furry, second by Ms. Ramirez. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The motion carries. 8.01, which is our board approval and award contract, RFP number 26-.01, telecommunications service internet access. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve. Second.
Moved by Ms. Ramirez, second by Ms. Ruddy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The motion carries. Human resource consent 10.01 to 10.02. Do I have a motion?
Move approval.
Second. Ms. Chairman, I have a point of clarity just to ask on this position. Just to be clear, from our workshop to now, the salary lane was moved from PALZ to AUZ. Okay, thank you.
And Mr. Ouellette can definitely address that. Thank you.
That's correct, along with board member.
So
We did take a second look at the salary lanes, and we did move it into the district director's lanes where it was more appropriately to be held based on the job description.
And my understanding is because of the additional responsibilities that were also added, which are comparable to the other positions in that lane, right?
Yes.
Okay,
If you take a look at the red line, there were substantial additions to the existing job description, even though we know that some of that stuff was getting done by the predecessor.
Okay, can I entertain a motion?
I think we already, motion second already, yeah.
No,
All right, that was Ms. Ramirez and then Ms. Ruddy, correct? Okay, all in favor?
aye.
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 All opposed? None, the motion carries 4-0. Okay, and 16.01, Career Source MOU for action. Ms. Swaggerty.
12.01, Madam Chair.
I'm sorry, skipped over one. 12.01 to 12.02, operational services consent.
Move approval?
Second.
Moved by Mr. Furry, second by Ms. Ramirez. All in favor?
Aye.
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 All opposed? None, the motion carries. Okay, moving on to 16.01, Career Source MOU. Ms. Swaggerty.
Good evening, Chair, Board, Superintendent Moore. What you have before you is the proposed MOU between Flagler Schools and Career Source Brevard Flagler Volusia. It has been updated to reflect the board's request to add a dollar amount to the advertising section of the MOU, and as well as to include Flagler Palm Coast High School, Matanzas High School, and Flagler Technical College in the Serving Flagler Students section of the MOU. So I'd like to draw your attention now specifically to the changes that are noted in Section A, Paragraph 2, and Section B, Paragraphs 1, 2, and 3. If you've had time to review, would you have any questions?
Board Chair, may I ask a question?
Ms. Ruddy, go ahead.
In paragraph or section A, under the added piece, it was the Career Source Brevard Flagler Volusia will deliver 2 social media posts per month to over 21,000 followers, equivalent to $800. Is that $800 per social media post or all together? And so, and a follow-up to that is, how do we ensure that there's 21,000 followers? Is that your current their current followers on social media?
I'm going to ask Ms. Marcy Murphy to come up. She's here from Career Source and provided these specific numbers.
So the $800 is total, how much it would cost if you went out to the public and got those services. And those are our followers right now on our social media. We have about 21,000 followers for all 3 counties.
Any other questions, Board? None? Okay.
No, thank you.
I'll call the question. Sorry, can I get a motion?
Move approval?
Second.
All right, moved by Mr. Furry, second by Ms. Ramirez. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Board.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now we were going to 19.02, Policy 2431. Sorry, y'all, I'm getting hungry. My blood sugar's dropping. 18.01, Human Resource Services. Can I get a motion, please?
Move approval?
Second.
Moved by Mr. Furry, second by Ms. Ruddy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You vote? Okay. All opposed? Did you vote?
Yeah, I did. Well,
Okay.
I guess maybe I didn't say it loud enough.
All right, the motion carries 4-0.
Yes.
Okay. Now 19.02.
Move approval?
Second.
Moved by Mr. Furry, second by Ms. Ruddy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? None. The motion carries. Okay, we will move on to public comments. Do we have anybody for public comment? Thanks.
We don't have any public comments.
Great. And board member request. Okay. No request. Okay, closing comments, starting with our students.
Good evening, Superintendent, Ms. Chair, School Board. I'd first like to thank you all for allowing me this opportunity to speak on the dais on behalf of FBC students. To begin with some updates, I'd like to acknowledge pride with the following clubs, sports, and organizations. So the FBC JV Starlets finished third this past weekend at Olivito High School, so big congratulations to them. I'd like to point out SGA. I don't spend a lot of time on SGA because they're so involved in our community, but I just can't help but brag on them a little bit. Our parliamentary procedure team placed first for the second year in a row. And this group of kids is not just a group of kids, they are a family that makes FBC run. From spending hours in the afternoons, not only making our school look incredible with our posters, but taking the extra step and going into our community to volunteer. So I'd like to brag on them for a moment for that. Along with our first place team, we also had 2 other first place teams, a second place team, and 2 third place teams. So absolutely congratulations to them, incredible. On with some more of the SGA. Ava Pascal and Sophia Freddard were inducted as co-treasurers for the State of Florida Executive Board of SGA, which is an extreme accomplishment. And this means FPC will be hosting the state conference in 2027, which is also an incredible accomplishment. I'd also like to congratulate FPC esports team, the Smash Bros Ultimate team for their first win this season. They don't get a lot of recognition, and I can't help but say these students are an incredible group of students. I have had the honor of learning under Mr. Masterpiro's wife, and just an incredible group of people. As for some of our sports, our boys track team delivered several standout performances at the 22nd Annual East Coast Classic this past Friday. And some highlights included a victory in the 4x4 relay and multiple top 3 individual finishes. The girls track team delivered several outstanding performances as well, and highlighted individuals in jumping and hurdling. We had some incredible finishes. Our women's soccer team, I'd like to point out Miss Natalie Neal. She was nominated and selected to play in the Elite FACA All-Stars game at Mulberry High School in March. Natalie has over 540 career saves overall, and that ranks her in the top 50 of the nation. And with that being said, she's also top 20 in Florida and ranks number 1 in the 7A district, which is absolutely incredible. Our boys wrestling team took the district February 18th and are moving on to regionals with 7 championships. Our FBC dance team earned a superior rating at the district assessment for the 5th consecutive year. 4 dancers made prestigious all-county dance teams. That would be Miss Ella Sheffield, Gianna Seffert, Lola Quells, and Macy Davis. So absolutely incredible job to all those students. Girls weightlifter Nia Williams won the 2026 FHSAA State Championship February 12th in the 119-pound class in both Olympic and traditional. Nia set a new state record in clean and jerk on her final attempt with a 200-pound lift. 210, my bad. I would highly encourage everyone to go watch her lift. It's incredible. FPC's competitive cheerleading team went to nationals. Our traditional team finished 9th in the nation. Absolutely incredible. Our girls basketball team won their district game February 4th against Sandalwood with a 71-40 win. Miss Everidge did steal one of my my highlights tonight, being Mr. I'm gonna butcher his last name, but I can't even spell. So I have to give kudos to him as an incredible. I couldn't even tell you how many misspellings I have on my my list to this evening. So kudos to him. But I'm so glad that we do have incredible recognition from for our students, from our teachers and administrators. So thank you all for allowing me this opportunity to speak once again, and I hope you all have a good evening.
All right, thank you, Olivia. Matanzas Pirates have been busy this month. Thank you for the opportunity to share what we've been up to. In this third quarter, our clubs are finally getting to show off some of the skills and projects they've worked so hard on throughout the year. Future Problem Solvers recently competed in district competitions, and several teams qualified for the affiliate competitions in Orlando, where they've had the opportunity, well, they will have the opportunity to compete with students from across the state. From this competition, they'll move on to hopefully qualify for internationals, which is in Indiana this year. Mu Alpha Theta is gearing up to compete in the MathWorks math modeling competition this Saturday from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., where they will work together to solve real-world problems using their own mathematical models. This is the first time the Mu Alpha Theta at Matanzas has done this in quite a few years, and I'm excited to be a part of this weekend. National Honor Society held a car wash last weekend to raise funds for their senior scholarships. Additionally, NHS is excited to invite new members during our induction ceremony on March 3rd, next Tuesday. Key Club volunteered and hosted the You and Me dance for Belterra Elementary students and parents on the 20th. Speech and Debate is hosting the Florida Civics and Debate Initiative Northeast qualifier on our campus, where 32 different schools will be participating. Pirates are also quite involved in the arts. Our very own Matanzas Blues Steel Drums Band performed at the Daytona 500. What a great opportunity for these students. Our color guard team performed at the Thursday night duels, which was nationally televised. On February 6th, as we saw tonight, the Matanzas Band Jazz Ensembles 1 and 2 both received all A's at their jazz MPAs for the first time in our school's history. 100 band students received medals at District Solo and Ensemble, and 65 qualified for State Solo and Ensemble. Just amazing work. We're so proud of them. Our ACE Cambridge teacher, leaders, and students spoke at Indian Trails and Buddy Taylor Middle School to their students about opportunities ACE has to offer. I think it was really great for the younger students to be introduced to different opportunities they have in our county. Speaking of, our ACE pinning ceremony for students who are accepted into the upcoming ACE cohort will be hosted next Wednesday on March 4th. Olivia and I hosted our final Teen Town Hall meeting this month. Our topic was on vaping, specifically the new parks ordinance. I just wanted to mention this meeting because as a Flagler County student of 13 years and as a teenager, I found it so powerful to see almost 50 students voluntarily participate in an open, judgment-free, real conversation about the impacts and influence of vaping. This is something I will not forget, and I was so grateful to be a part of. On behalf of Matanzas High School and our student body, thank you for your support as we continue this school year.
Well done. And speaking of your vape session with the middle school and high school students, I had a call today about how amazing you guys did and hosted that event. So well done. Thank you so much for that. All right, so good evening, everyone. I'd first like to start by thanking our cross guards that were here earlier and our school resource deputies and, of course, our music department. Our crossing guards work very hard. I'm so glad to see a lot of them show up today. I see them every single morning, multiple times a morning. So at the 6:20 in the morning, I see them all set up. I see them again at 7 something getting ready. I mean, I'm driving back and forth, and I feel like I know them pretty well the past almost 9 years. So if you're driving down any of these streets, please, you need to go 20 miles an hour or slower. And I know sometimes they start flashing at an awkward time, and you may not see it right away, but it really matters a lot. They really put their life out in front of these cars for these children. So I want to thank them, and I'm glad we were able to recognize them. Okay, so let's see here. Our district and school-based leadership, they were presenting today for their school improvement plan update, so they did a wonderful job. I encourage, if you have children in this school, go ahead and watch that clip of the workshop. It's a little long, but it will give you some information about all the hard work that they put in behind the scenes. And if you have anything that you'd like to add on, feel free to reach out to those campuses. So thank you for all the hard work. We really appreciate it and see all the hard things you're doing. There's also great things happening across all of our campuses. So we have dances, races, multicultural events coming up, and more. And all of those events can't happen without sponsorship. So if you are a business, an organization, please, just reach out to these campuses and see how you can help support our students in that way. I want to remind our middle and high school students about our upcoming Teen Summit, which will be April 11th. So keep your eyes peeled for the flyer. It may be posted now, but I know it was in the queue. And you do receive 25 community service hours, and you have great leaders that will be representing. And a big reminder, Take Stock in Children, that application is due March 7th. So if you are going into high school or you're a parent, guardian, and you have an 8th grader, please look into this. There are stipulations, so see if you qualify, but if you do, I really highly recommend that you take part of this incredible program. Our Education Foundation, they spearhead it, they do the behind-the-scenes work, but lots of opportunities, including scholarship opportunities for your child, and a great mentor to go along with it. And our 8th graders and families, we talked about this at our workshop, but I just want to remind everyone, it is now time to check your email box, your parent square. If you're a parent, guardian, if you're a student, you should be checking your email as well, because you're going to get these Google form applications that you must submit by a certain date. Some of them, I believe, are February 28th, but again, just check the date for the specific one. But this is something very important. Work with your guidance department, and this will be for your high school choice program application. So whether you're going to become a bulldog or a pirate, so both schools do have application processes for certain courses or programs. So meet with your guidance counselor if you need to, and please read the email. Very important. Yeah, and otherwise, thank you so much for the hard work with the district staff and the board. We worked really hard today at our workshop, and I hope everyone has a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you for your work on the Teen Town Hall and in the Tobacco-Free Florida. I'm a liaison for Tobacco-Free Florida, and I'm going to capitalize on the opportunity, since we have a commissioner in the city commissioner office, to invite you to what I hope is a soon-to-be scheduled meeting with the Tobacco-Free Florida representative, as in this county where we're rapidly developing, we do have a requirement that tobacco and vape shops are built a certain distance away from a school. But what is counterproductive to that effort is that many of the walking paths students have to take in order to walk to school when they do not qualify for a bus, walk directly in front of that tobacco or vape shop. So we are receiving some information from that organization, as well as some of the work that 9 other counties in our state have undertaken to help reach the goals of a tobacco-free Florida, especially amongst our youth. Regarding our wonderful musicians this evening and the music teachers, and to Ms. Moore's point that we preserve music education in our schools, I just want to underscore that many times the heartbeat of a school is in that music room. All of those music teachers that you saw show up here today, there is no contract time for them. They're here before the bell, they're here after the bell, they're here on the weekends, they're here in the summer. And, they're taking students who have literally never read a note of music, and starting in 6th grade with little curriculum that we purchase for them, are able to have them become proficient, and in many cases go on to study music and higher education. And if not, provide a sense, a way to express what they're feeling. Myself, I've played many instruments growing up, and many times I did not have the best family life, and honestly, that's where sometimes I express that emotion. And it is a way for our kids to be able to communicate in a way without having to use words. In addition, those students who participate in music are less likely to receive disciplinary issues, very often perform better on academics and assessments. They tend to be very goal-orientated and really get the most out of their academic career. I actually wish we made it compulsory for everybody to take an instrument of some sort. So I applaud them. I also applaud all the wonderful talent that we had. As you could see in the Teachers, Employees of the Year, it is an immense community that makes this engine for education work. and it's been amazing. And yes, today we were able to listen to the school improvement plan updates, and I want to just remind us as a board that to take that deep critical analysis approach when it comes to receiving the updates of our student progress, because recently I attended a school board training where they outlined some research that when the school board focuses on academic quality improvements and requires those accountable data measurements and has as a regular discussion point, then those school performance also follows. So it's really important that above, yes, finance is important, policy is important, but in the end, we're here for student academics. So I appreciate all of our work in the preparation of those reports, the answering of the questions, the transparency in order to help us move forward. Thank you.
Well, good evening. Just want to start off by thanking all of our principals for coming today to give us their mid-year reflections. It was a great presentation today by all of our building leaders to give not only the board a pulse of where they stand right now, but also for the community. And I encourage parents to go and watch that and other stakeholders in the community, because through that conversation, many board members had asked, how can we support you? And, we are for our organization. And it's also, how can the community support? And, one thing that we always need more of is volunteers. And there's ways that you can help in the classroom. We talked about, through our strategic plan, our kindergarten readiness numbers. When you saw a major contrast between those students that don't attend VPK versus attend VPK, there's a big difference there. So encouraging children to get that pre-K education so they can be kindergarten ready. And as Superintendent Moore had brought out, we're receiving kids that are verbally challenged, and that is really hard. And I believe a board member identified that in some households there's not a lot of communication in that early age. They're not getting that stimulation. So there are ways the community get involved and read to children, have conversations with them. The kindergarten readiness is going to take a community to get this done, because this all happens before they arrive here at Flagler Schools. So just some encouragement there. And that was at our 1 p.m. workshop, if you want to catch all the highlights of that. As far as this evening, I just want to once again thank our SRDs. We always give them praise for their efforts. It's not only just for protecting our children. There's no doubt, at least as a parent myself, when I did pull up the car rider and I saw the SRD up there, it made me feel a little bit more comfortable. But it's more about the relationship that they build with our students in the school and letting them know that law enforcement is for them. And I think that's a wonderful outreach within itself. As far as, now for the crossing guards, thank you for all you do, especially, as we continue to hear episodes or incidents with e-bikes and things like that are happening on our roads. These intersections are so important to have somebody there to tell them, walk your bike across. And, my son uses the crosswalk near Old Kings quite often, and I just know that he's safe when he's walking to his friend's house after school. Truly grateful for what they do for our community. And as far as the music, we are absolutely for extracurriculars here in Flagler Schools, whether it be through the arts, whether it be through sports, whether it be through other things. I can only speak for myself, but as a young man, these were the things that kept me motivated to stay in school, right? It can't be all work and no play, right? And so I really believe that it is so important to have these other areas to not only to stimulate creativity, but also to keep them engaged, entertained, learning what it means to be part of a team, something bigger than yourself, right? And these are just experiences that, for most, only cultivate at your public school. Because let's face it, we provide more here in a public school than most other schools can provide. And when it comes to music, I didn't get that gift, but I do support it. But I occasionally I do sing karaoke on cruise ships, but that's about it. So, but thank you all tonight for being here and the effort of staff today to help this meeting run smoothly. And I'll yield my time.
Sounds like we might need some district karaoke. All right. Yes, I know everybody's gone home, but just thank you again to all of our principals for all of your hard work. I know it was a long day for them. And this board puts a lot of pressure on everybody because, you know, we want the best every year. We want to see increases. But I know there's a lot more challenges today in keeping kids focused. So we really appreciate y'all and all of your hard work. And yeah, just a great evening, seeing everybody come out, our school resource officers, our crossing guards, the music proclamation. These are all the wonderful things that make Flagler Schools and our county so great. So just thank you, everybody, and I hope you have a great week.
Good evening and happy 120th day of school. And guess why today is so special? Why, you ask? It's because it's the only 120th day that we're going to receive this school year. And so we have to make it count for our students. And so if you know I count every single day, not counting up or out to anything, but really taking each day and making it special because we don't get this day back. And for our students, they don't get time back, right? And so we need to ensure that every day we make it count for them when they show up within Flagler Schools. And we all play an amazing and critical role. And I will tell you, as I have led this district, there's no new initiatives for me, but everything that we do is to take us back to the foundation of who we are as an organization. You're going to hear me quoting our mission, our vision, our guiding principles. And tonight, I want to read our belief, and then I want to read to you a reflection that I wrote to myself that I shared last week when we were on our instructional walk at a few of our schools. But I want to share it to all of you as a community. I want to share it to this board. And so one of our beliefs, it says that we believe that all educators, teachers, support staff, administrators, our school board, all of us are part of that role of educators, that we all have special talents and strength that have a positive impact on student achievement. And there's a role that all of us as stakeholders play. And the main role that we play is to remove barriers so that our teachers that are in the classroom can go in and be professionals and educate our students. And so this is what I would say to all of you that are not in the role of teacher in the classroom in front of a student. It doesn't matter if you're our SRD, if you are the crossing guard, if you're student services, if you're a school board member. Our daily goal should be to remove barriers for teachers and create conditions where teaching and learning can thrive. Every system, structure, and decision should exist to make excellent instruction possible and sustainable. Leadership and us as stakeholders, this is not about holding adults accountable through authority. True leadership is about creating systems that hold everyone, including each of us, accountable to student outcomes. When teachers are supported, students achieve. When systems are clear, consistent, and focused, excellence can become the norm, not the exception. So today, I encourage each of us to lead in a way that makes teaching easier to accomplish every day. I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you. This meeting is adjourned.